Nicole's getting it. Oh, I was just going to start banging.
Yeah. Get my bags here.
Oh, I was about to start banging. Yeah, of course. I'd shake the hand. All right, are the mics on? Okay. Call this meeting to order. Will we all rise for the flag salute?
Stuck to.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And would we all remain standing for a moment of reflection for all those in harm's way and all of our members in the military? All right, we can all be seated.
Very loud.
Statement of advance notice. The notice requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act of the State of New Jersey have been satisfied by the inclusion of the date, time, and place of this meeting in the notice of regular meetings adopted by this board on January 6, 2025. Such schedule and notice of meetings is posted in the municipal building, the Mount Olive Library, the Board of Education offices, and the 6 schools, and was submitted to the Daily Record for publication on January 7th, 2025, and was filed with the Clerk of Mount Olive Township on January 8th, 2025. I direct that this announcement be entered into the minutes of this meeting. And we'll take a roll call, please.
Mrs. Aquino, Mrs. Fenton,
Here.
Mrs. Figuera, Mrs. Fitzgerald,
Here.
Dr. Giordano,
Here.
Mrs. Melendez, Mrs. Narcisse,
Here.
Mrs. O'Neill, Mr. Orzillo.
Here.
Okay, and with that, I'm going to just make a few notes. We have no 1.4, that is an error. We're actually going to move around the order of our meeting. We are going to move our superintendent's report up right after our approval of minutes and move our confidential session right before our agenda items. So with that, I will take a motion for the approval of our minutes 2.1 and 2.2. Mr. Orzillo, I'm going to put you on the spot.
I'd like to make a motion to approval of minutes 2.1, 2.2.
Second.
And any questions from the board? Seeing none, we'll take a roll call.
Mr. Orzillo,
Yes.
Dr. Giordano,
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton,
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald,
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse.
Yes. And with that, we'll move to any communications or petitions for the board?
No.
Okay. And with that, we will move right on to the superintendent's report.
And at this time, I would love to invite the leadership of the Performing Arts Department to come up to honor our phenomenal students who are here this evening.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. It's a true honor to stand before you as the K-12 Supervisor of Performing Arts for the Mount Olive School District as we recognize a remarkable group of student musicians from grades 6 through 12 here this evening. These students represent the very best of Mount Olive: talent, dedication, discipline, and passion. Over the past year, they have gone above and beyond, earning their place in highly selective honor ensembles, not only here in Morris County and the top region of New Jersey, but across the entire state, throughout the eastern region of the United States, and even on the national stage. Each of these students successfully prepared for and auditioned into these prestigious ensembles, an impressive achievement that requires countless hours of hard work and a deep commitment to their craft. Whether they are performing here in New Jersey, in Connecticut, or in Dallas, they have consistently represented our district with excellence and pride. While most of our honorees are able to join us in person tonight, there are a few students who, due to other commitments, cannot be with us. I just had a student actually email me that they were stuck at the airport in Miami. They will receive their certificates separately, but we absolutely celebrate and recognize their accomplishments just the same. Tonight, we also have a special recognition for a senior student who contributed in an extraordinary way to our performing arts program, designing the lighting for both our fall and spring high school musicals, as well as the Rock and Roll Academy concert. This job is usually done by an adult, and Brendan Harvey stepped in, and it was wonderful. This kind of behind-the-scenes leadership and creativity plays such an integral part of the success of our productions and deserves to be celebrated alongside our performers. What makes all of this even more meaningful is how music and the performing arts, more broadly, brings us all together. Whether in a rehearsal room, on a stage, are gathered here in celebration, the arts connect us across backgrounds, generations, and experiences. They create community, they build confidence, and they remind us of the extraordinary potential and sense of belonging that happens within each of our schools. I am still friends with people I met and worked with while being in an honor ensemble in middle school and in high school. And one of my favorite things is when I see our students interacting with students from all different schools and the relationships that they form. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our dedicated music educators, Mr. Hendricks, Mr. Pasquale, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Vanzini, Mr. Odessa, Ms. Burkett, Mrs. Scarangello, Ms. Hughes, and Ms. Jimenez, all of whom have students represented here this evening and who pour their hearts into helping our students grow. Our building administrators, Mr. Stansberry and Mrs. Wilkie, and our central office leaders, including Dr. Banja and Mrs. McDermott, for their unwavering support of our departments, our Board of Education for continuing to champion the arts, and of course the families and community members whose encouragement help these students soar. A special thank you as well to our business administrator, Mrs. Nicole Schoening, and to Mrs. Hershey Ramchandani, whose efforts ensure that our programs are well supported and that we can proudly host many of the outstanding events our students participate in. Tonight is more about these accolades. It's about student passion and purpose and the power of arts to shape lives. As we call each student's name and share the ensembles they've participated in, let's take a moment to celebrate not just what they've done, but certainly who they are becoming as well. Congratulations to all of our honored students. You make Mount Olive proud. See them as I call their names. Yeah, I just want to turn it so I can call their names right. So will we begin? In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Junior Region Honors Orchestra Festival, Ares Mujdaba, Samir Shalwani, Shreya Babde, Sage Eid, Diana Anankova, Kwabina Apia, Stella Martinez, Linda Rehova. In recognition of your exceptional performance as an outstanding string player of the Mayer Performing Arts Center and a member of the North Jersey Junior Region Honors Orchestra Festival, Lillian Van Houten. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance, Lillian. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Junior Region Orchestra, Sophie Felis. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Area Band high school level, Riley Kahili. Riley Frieswick. Tegan Mendel. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Junior High Area Band, Jacob Brummer. Max Udoff. Who I heard it's his birthday today, too.
Happy birthday.
Erica Perez Rojas. Olaf Maluski. Amelia Seligman. Aslan Kurt. Eliseo Iorio. Anastasia Demertzis. And Harrison Young. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Junior High Area Band and North Jersey Junior Region Band, Jaden Samuel. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Area Band and North Jersey Region Band, Derek Maggio. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the outstanding jazz band member of the Mayer Performing Arts Center, North Jersey Junior High Area Band, and North Jersey Junior Region Band, Sarah Hendricks. And her dad is so nice as to help us tonight. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Area Band and the 2025 NJAJE North Jersey Junior Region Jazz Band, Riley Cerullo. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the 2025 New Jersey All-State Modern Honors Band, Robert Chrysler. Jamal Mitchell. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the 2025 New Jersey All-State Modern Honors Band, and I believe the first ever inaugural 2025 All-Eastern Modern Honors Band, Arabella Makula. She did, yeah. Yeah, many of these students are repeat members of these organizations, for sure. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the Morris Area Junior High Honor Choir, Sharon Nirmal Vemavaram. Krishna Desai. Amelia Shoneman. Aditi Balusamy. And Vihan Vinod. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Junior Region High Choir, Tanvi Priya Chaprolu. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the Morris Area Junior High Honor Choir and North Jersey Region Junior High Choir, John Laverty. Or Laverty, sorry. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the Morris Area Junior High Honor Choir and the New Jersey Junior High All-State Honor Choir, Melaine Gonzalez. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the North Jersey Region Junior High Choir and the New Jersey Junior High All-State Honor Choir, Lydia Fitzgerald. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the Morris Area Junior High Honor Choir, North Jersey Region Junior High Choir, and the New Jersey Junior High All-State Honor Choir, Angel Anyangwe. The following students were members of the 2025 ACDA All-National Honor Choir, were chosen out of thousands of applicants of vocalists that applied and performed on the stages in Dallas, which was quite amazing. So in recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the ACDA All-National Honor Choir, Anvi Luthra, Lisette Juarez, Lynette Dardos, Gloria Bacanaje, Atarv Sharma, Veer Huda, our high school students, Caden Blakey, and Sarah Kulkarni. In recognition of your successful auditioning and exceptional performance in the Morris Area Junior High Honor Choir, New Jersey Junior High All-State Honor Choir, and the ACDA All-National Honor Choir, Juliet Fano. And our last recognition here this evening, it's in recognition of your creativity and technical excellence in designing and operating the lighting for the Mantle of High School Theater and musical productions, Brendan Harvey. If anybody needs any lighting, you can certainly call him. And I want to thank all of you again, because I know none of these names I could have called would be possible without you taking them to auditions, paying for a plane ride, a train ride, gas in your car, and spending time supporting your children. It's certainly, you're providing them opportunities that I know that they will not forget, and I can't thank you enough for that support. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you so much to Dr. Banja, to our Board of Education, Mr. Hendricks for helping me, Mr. Biazzi for setting up so many chairs for all of us. Thank you again.
All right, before we go into a recess for everyone to leave, just one moment. Do we have any comments from the board? Anyone?
I'd like to say thank you very much to all the students and the parents for making it's just a proud moment, and it's nice to see the fruits of our labors happening in such talented children, and equally important, their parents. So thank you guys, and congratulations.
Any other comments? Thank you. Mrs. O'Neill.
I wanted to say congratulations to all the kids, and we appreciate everything that the parents do to get the kids there, but also to all the staff. Many of them I've known throughout the years, and they teach a lot more than just music, and they mean so much to the students they teach. They truly do, and thank you for all that you do and all the relationships that you've made with my own children and all the other students.
Any other comments from the board? Just before you guys leave, I see you kids, you want to leave. Look to your left and look to your right. These are the folks that, oh.
That's why they're going. That's why. You're good.
Oh, you have practice. Just before you leave, just realize that these are friendships that you've made, and remember what it was like to be on those stages with other people from other districts, from other states. I will speak for experience. I have a child who's in college and still pursuing a career in the music industry, and these will be relationships that you will take with you for the rest of your life. These are skills that will never leave you, and even those relationships with some of the instructors that you've met, that are college instructors, that are professionals. They are people that will be there to support you and, guide you. Some of you may, go into music industry, may just do this as a hobby. It will never leave you. It's in your soul. So really, you're going to love it for the rest of your life. Don't ever miss it. It will be with you every single day. So with that, we're going to take about a 5-10 minute recess. I know you guys have somewhere to go. Enjoy. Thank you, and congratulations for everything, everyone. Do we need a motion to go into recess?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
I think the kids spoke for us on that.
That's why they were sprinting out. They were trying to be disrespectful. Mr. Bosch was like, make it fast.
Did you get my text?
No, I can't get anything here.
I sent pictures. If they don't come,
I'll let you know. Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to just recess and then go into session.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Congratulations.
I don't think anything we're discussing that needs to. I'd rather just keep the train moving.
It's freezing in here.
Yeah, let's get the train moving.
anybody want a drink?
I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Water?
I think that too.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
That's
That's fine. Exactly.
You know I mean it. I know. I had so much more to say, but I was going to start. We're good. Let's roll. It's for 2020.
All right, if we could just call us back into session here. We'll take a roll call.
We're good.
Roll call.
Mrs. Fenton?
Here.
Mrs. Figuera?
Here.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Here.
Dr. Giordano?
Here.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Here.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Here.
Mr. Orzillo?
Here.
Okay, now that we're back in the session, we're going to take a motion to go into confidential session. Do we have a so moved? For
So moved.
Under personnel?
For what? Yeah.
We're going to go into confidential session for the purposes of, let's put sorry, Anthony, or Dr. Giordano.
It's okay.
Why don't I have it listed here?
Spotlight's on you.
I know, it's totally on me for my language here.
No pressure.
There we go. Be it resolved that the board meet in confidential session for the purpose of discussing personnel, matters of attorney-client privilege, and I think that's all. Confidential pupil matters, should it be required, and real estate matters. Be it further resolved that the matters discussed in confidential session be disclosed to the public when the reason for confidentiality no longer exists. Action may be taken. Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, we're now in confidential session. Sorry. All right, we are back. And we'll call it back into session. Can we take a roll call, please, Ms. Schoening?
Mrs. Fenton?
Here.
Mrs. Figuera? Here. Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Here.
Dr. Giordano?
Here.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Here.
Mrs. O'Neill? Here. Mr. Orzillo?
Here.
Okay, with that, we're going to turn it back over to Superintendent's report. Part 2.
Yes, part 2. So this evening, we're going to be going over our special ed audit that was completed early this school year. As you know, as a district for the past couple of years, we've been really auditing a lot of our programming across the district. One of the things, our objectives across these audits is to ensure that we're aligning to best practice. I am very proud of the team that I work with, in which they really want to ensure that how they are employing their departments, their buildings are best practice. And that's really what we focus upon as far as how we want to learn from these audits. So in particular, when you're looking at the special ed audit, it was to evaluate our special ed organization, programming, procedural resources, you name it, just to look at the department across the whole. I also would like to mention, when we talk about special ed, this audit also encompassed looking at our intervention services that extend beyond special ed, as well as 504. So it's really looking at all the intervention programming we have across the district and ensuring that whether it be our programs, how we organize ourselves, or procedures are up to snuff, so to speak, in order to meet the varied needs of our students across this district. Just to give you a little background, we have a little over 4,800 students in the district. 977 of them are eligible for an IEP, which represents about 20% of our school district. With respect to 504, we have about 229 students who have a 504 plan, which represents about a little over 4.7% of our total student population. Now, as far as the audit was concerned, we had a number of key accommodations. And certainly, one of the things that they're really proud about is our above-average inclusion programs. Hence, that's why so many people want to move to Mount Olive, because our programs are very diverse. We also have a substantial compliance with an array of legal requirements, including but not limited to student and parent involvement, our program modifications, accommodations, and our progress monitoring. So you can see that we really are starting from a really good place. Certainly, there's always areas of growth. That's one of the things that we always want to look at. So one of the things that the audit did look at is some professional development. We continue to be lifelong learners. We always instill that into our students, and we certainly want to do that with our staff. So what are some developed PD that we wanted to work on with our staff? Looking at our present levels, which is really establishing what are the present needs of our students to ensure that those building blocks are built upon their actual needs. Looking at developing more detailed statements of eligibilities, looking at the roles of aides in the classroom with our students, looking at our ESY programming, as well as looking at just annually looking at legal code. As you know, just like in most lives, code changes and things are updated, so we just want to be on top of that. And certainly, as we talked about RTI, response to intervention, and in 504, certainly we want to talk about eligibility, evaluation, and planning. So as you know, this audit was done earlier this school year. I'm really proud of the team because they really hit the ground running. Certainly they have done so much work that expanded upon what the work they've always been doing. So they start to work on developing PD, working with both our directors as well as outside vendors, looking at our PLAS statements, our aid fadeaway support plans, our intervention programming, as well as transition planning. We also look to enhance our IEPs with respect to documentation. Also, once again, enhancing our eligibility statements, creating templates for our CST to ensure aligned expectations across the board. Also, the creation of resource folders for students that are also employed not only at the secondary and at the elementary, but also with respect to the areas of the 504 and IEPs, we're looking at to develop some manuals. Because as we get bigger, I know if you've been here for a long time, our community is growing, which is a phenomenal problem to have. I am not going to be arguing with that. But as growth comes, we really want to make sure, regardless of what building you're in or what grade level you're working with, that we have the same practices and recommendations. So that's certainly critical that we're going to be doing not only for our CST, but also for our 504, but also for our intervention services. So as far as the conclusion is concerned, we're really looked the audit provided some really great insight into both our strengths and areas of growth. And certainly, as you can see from the previous slide, that we were really already hitting the ground running. And I really like to thank the team across the district, whether it be our directors, whether it be our principals, whether it be the CST members, whether it be our teachers. They really looked at this and really wanted to build upon the good practices we already have here to get better. So I would like to thank everyone on the team for their openness to the report and how we're working together to make sure we meet the needs of our students here in Mount Olive. So thank you.
All right. Do we have any questions or comments from board members?
Madam President, I'd just like to thank you, Dr. Bangia, and the special ed department, all the teachers, CST members, our directors. There's nothing wrong with having audits done like this. It's like you said, we've been doing it the past couple of years. It's great to have it. It also is beneficial for us as a board when you are coming to committees saying we need more money for more CST members or whatever it is, more PD, money in PD for professional development for our team members or teachers. It aligns to the reasons why things are coming our way. So I appreciate it, and I thank you and the special ed department.
Thank you.
Any other comments from the board or questions? No? Okay, seeing none. Dr. Bangia, anything else to add?
I think I got it covered. Thank you.
All right, we will move then to committee reports and Personnel Committee report. Ms. Fenton.
Thank you. We met on the 8th of April. Everyone was present. We had our BA, Mrs. Joing, attend the meeting to review her plans for a business office that included updating a job description title to business office specialists. The reorganization will help reallocate roles and responsibilities to ensure continued operational efficiency. Dr. Bangia shared facility department updates regarding restructuring the supervisor positions that will save the district money, as well as a title update for new custodial supervisor to avoid confusion in the command structure of the department. We approved the job description for the confidential security assistant. Dr. Bangia also updated committee on the district's latest efforts to secure advertising sponsorships for the scoreboard at the high school. The discussion included strategies that neighboring districts have used. And then that's about it. The whole report is on our website. Feel free to read it all. Thank you.
Any questions or comments from board members? No? Okay, we will move on to curriculum and instruction committee report. Ms. Figueroa?
Good evening. Curriculum and Technology met a week ago tonight on April 7th at the board office. Committee members in attendance were Dr. Bangia, Mrs. McDermott, Mrs. Aquino, Mrs. O'Neill, Mrs. Fenton, and myself. We did have two guests join us, Mrs. Wilkie and Mrs. Bello. Mrs. Wilkie reviewed the proposed updates to the MOMS academic model, which include a shift from trimesters to quarters. It also included extended homeroom win periods, win is what I need now, in addition to a fourth sixth grade team. And the math placement and algebra data review also took place. Mrs. Bello provided updates from the Office of Student Support Services regarding several ongoing as well as new initiatives. Those included the 504 services, the nursing services, mental health initiatives, behavioral MTSS, No Place for Hate, and climate initiatives, along with HIB and Title IX alignment. Mrs. McDermott reviewed the key takeaways from a recently released report, the 2023-2024 NJ School Performance Reports. Let me just scroll down here. Hold on, it's not working. Okay. We also had reviewed the formal corrective action plan submitted to the New Jersey Department of Education in response to areas of noncompliance identified in the 2024 to 2027 language arts language instruction educational program. And the highlights of that include a parent advisory committee, staff training and SEI certification, seal of biliteracy and curriculum enhancements, improving attendance and achievement, and the use of Title III funds. And then we ended the meeting with Dr. Bangia sharing a presentation on the special ed audit. That's it. Thank you.
Any questions or comments from the board?
Madam
Dr.
President,
Giordano?
I'm sorry, did you call me?
I said Dr.
Oh,
Giordano.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Again, I would just like to compliment Ms. Wilkie, Dr. Bangia, Ms. McDermott, the curriculum committee. This is all great stuff to review, and again, it aligns to when the committees come and we see agenda items saying, we need this, or you're putting a recommendation forward, it aligns with what we're going over in committee, so the public understands what's happening from the beginning step of having committee discussions, putting on the agendas a month later, or if it happens to be the next meeting, and then moving forward to, there is a process and a plan in place. We're just not flying by the seat of our pants, and all this looks fantastic.
Anyone else? I actually wanted to commend Ms. Wilkie. That's a lot of work on the middle school, a lot of moving parts, and her entire team, I'm sure, had input, moving trimesters to quarters. That's a lot, and it's obviously that, they are seeing a need for some change and making those initiatives, and I commend Dr. Bangia and her team as well for, looking for solutions, and this is phenomenal. Did you guys have a longer meeting than the finance meeting seems to have been for once?
We did.
And anyone else? Nope. Okay. With that, we'll move on. Finance and Operations, Ms. Fitzgerald.
Yes, the Finance and Operations Committee met April 8th. All committee members were present. One of the things that we talked about was the mid-year review of Mascios. Ms. Schoening and Dr. Bangia did, a mid-year review of our, if you don't know, Mascios is our food service vendor for the cafeteria. Some fun facts. So we track average daily participation in meals, right? So at this point in the school year, our lunches participation is up 35%. Breakfasts are up 7%, and we are not at the end of the year. That is more or the same amount, I think, as the program last year, the entire school year. So that is really looking great. For a fun other stat, for a la carte sales, so when your kids are ordering ice cream and cookies and all of that, apparently the cookies are something to, everybody's buying the cookies. That is up daily increase of $905, a daily increase on a la carte items. Wow. So that is all good things. We have created the food service program so that it will be used. One thing to note that the committee did talk about that we would like to keep track of, 30% of students who are currently on free or reduced lunch are not using that service, and we need to understand better as to why. So in May, Mascios and the district are going to be doing a survey to understand why that is, to make sure that we are communicating it properly and we can understand some of the barriers to that usage. So we'll report back on that after we complete it. One of the other things that we looked at were, we reported out last month, I believe, that we were doing repairs to the dome turf. And so we took this opportunity to review all dome revenues and expenditures. I think we get a lot of questions about, is that profitable? It feels like we're spending money. It is profitable. We looked at all of the revenue and expenses, also with the idea of looking forward to what's going to be coming down the pike in terms of additional repairs and replacements. So always want to keep an eye on that, so the committee could discuss that. And then finally, we just completed an energy audit. We're big in the audits, and so we'll be able to understand better about our energy usage as a district. That was turned in on the 10th, so we'll be looking at that next month. Last item that I just want to point out, don't forget, next meeting on the 28th is our preliminary budget hearing that Ms. Schoening will be running for us. Any questions? Public, yes.
Public, yeah.
That's what.
Any questions from the board? No? Okay. Seeing none, we will move to Policy and Governance Committee. Dr. Giordano.
Thank you, Madam President. The committee met on Thursday, April 7th. It was Dr. Bangia, Ms. Fitzgerald, and myself. We reviewed Policy and Regulation 6740 regarding reserved accounts. You will see that on the next agenda for first reading. So we went ahead to put that on the agenda for board approval. We also reviewed finalizing our AI plan for the district. We created that AI plan based upon policy 2365, so you'll see that on the next agenda. We also discussed, as you can tell tonight, there's a lot of volunteers coming to our schools. We discussed policy 9180 and 9181 regarding volunteers to make sure there's a difference between someone coming into the building, a parent for Read Across America Day, and someone who's going to be around our students for X amount of period of time, X amount of hours a day or in the night, evenings, volunteering. And we're going to have some, Dr. Banjo is going to look at some stuff, talk to our board attorney, and get some things down that we can have it set in stone of how we're going to follow it for every single person. So we have, everything's more aligned. Also, we went over what Mr. Orzillo asked last board meeting, 9163. What we came up with, we felt we didn't have enough information at the time, considering we just put it in place. So we thought the best thing, Mr. Orzillo, was to go our first seasons, see where we're at, talk to Mr. Stansberry and Mr. Souffle, and then if we have to, make it a little bit more stringent, at least we'd have the data and see. And we thought about it too. We have to find the balance that if we do have to make tweaks to it and changes to it, we don't want to overburden our staff at those events, because then we're going to have to hire more staff. So we shall, first and foremost, is to get more data, and then we'll revisit it probably in December, or probably like as soon as the fall football season, because August have 2 full seasons. So we have an eye on that, so we'll be coming back around to that in the fall. And we talked about our ongoing governance work. We're developing a new board member packet. And on the next agenda, you will also see a resolution to allow a student at Sandshore to complete their schooling for another 2 months, and they will be paying the $10 a month. So that's all I have. Anyone else? Did I get everything?
Yeah, that was good.
Any questions from the board? No? All right, seeing none, we will move on. Do we have any board subcommittee or parent-teacher association liaison reports? No? Okay. I don't think I have any. Nope. And anyone from the audience? Nope. All right, seeing none, we'll move on to board president's report.
I do have some
We're going to go.
announcements to share on behalf of the Flanders PTA. April showers bring FPTA-sponsored Wacky Science, an Earth Day at Home project, Family Book Club. I'm not sure. The Family Book Club went really well. Both sessions concluded, and it was a huge success. There's a design project to follow. The 4th grade drum workshop is sponsored by the FPTA, and the election process started. The slate of positions will be announced tomorrow. And that's all that they sent me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Nope, seeing none, we'll move on to president's report. The only thing I have to report was I was able to attend the New Jersey School Board Association Equity Expo. It was very informative. Once I get all the presentations, I'll send it out to the board. It was a lot of information, a lot of speakers with regards to seeing the whole student, seeing students where they all are at, equity in terms of providing each student what they need to be successful. A lot of talk around special ed, a lot of talk about where everyone is coming from and how to really meet each kid for what their needs may be. All right, with that, we move on to public comment. Members of the community may comment on any action item prior to the board discussion. Please state your name and address for the record. All comments must be respectfully presented. Abusive or obscene comments will not be tolerated. And this is with regards to action agenda items. The mic is open.
Good evening, Tony Strelacci, Flanders, Knollwood Road. I wasn't going to come tonight, but I was reading the agenda Sunday online, and there were 2 action items on there that caught my attention that I wanted to give you my thoughts about. First one was 8.6 on your agenda, the hiring of a high-vac tech. Truly, it is needed. That position is needed. As evidence of the fact that we already had one maintenance worker, I believe, was very terribly injured because he didn't have that kind of knowledge. That's needed. The other one is 810, the supervisor of custodial services, which I think is a joke. I really do. We go back many, many years, and I can tell you over the years, by using a director of buildings and grounds, and by, for the lack of a better word, a foreman of maintenance, a foreman of each school for custodial, we are where we are today because of the job that they did, and it was enough of those people. I mean, we built a school, and after the school was built, we had to refurbish a school to make it an elementary school. We did a lot of work in this district. Most schools struggle all year just to get the summer, to get their schools ready, and they make it about the last day of school so that people can move in. We did that and moved a board office, refurbished it and everything. And as a matter of fact, it was so good, our director of Buildings and Grounds got an outstanding award that year for the best in the state. The point I'm trying to bring up is, I believe you hired a new director of Buildings and Grounds. Since that point, you're making all kinds of supervisors there and watering down that position. You don't need a director or a supervisor of custodial services. That's the job of the building and ground director. Several of the jobs that are being done are the job of the buildings and grounds director. You have to exercise your fiduciary responsibility and watch out for that money that you're paying out for all these taxpayers. It's getting to be very, very expensive. You just don't need that amount of supervisors in maintenance and the director of buildings and grounds. Let him do his job, which he's supposed to do. Now, we had a failed referendum because we had so much other than classrooms in there and people told me the reason why they voted it down is they thought that a lot of what was in there should have been put in our budgets year after year after year to accommodate all of that. Well, it didn't happen, so what happened now? We had to make a 10-year plan to cover that $20 million or so for roofs and for ventilators and whatever else we have to do. And where are you going to get that money from? That's about $2 million a year if you're going to find that money to do that kind of work. And you can't keep spending money out for all kinds of, I mean, we're very generous. We probably give out $200,000 or $300,000 worth of stipends a year. So I urge you, do not put that position of director of custodians or supervisor of custodians. It's not needed. You can ask Mark right back there. Our foremans at each school, they take care of the schools. We're not having any problems. I don't care what anybody's going to be telling you. Yes, we have a big district and things have to be done, but take a better look at it. You just don't need that amount of supervisors. We're spending a lot of money out of there, and you paid a new buildings and grounds director a very substantial salary. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Going once, going twice. Any public comment? Nope. Okay, seeing none, we will move to approval of the monthly expenditures and the reports. And I'm going to swing around to Ms. Fitzgerald, if you could assist us on the approval of the expenditures.
Sure. I'd like to make a motion to approve the monthly expenditures and reports, 7.1 through 7.8.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the board? Nope. Okay, seeing none, Ms. Schoening will take a roll call.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes, abstain on 7.3 and 7.4.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
Okay, with that, we will move to personnel action items. Ms. Fenton?
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to move personal action items 8.1 to 8.23.
Second.
Can we table that and talk about it first?
Table which?
810?
810? Well, you can make a motion to table 8.10.
changing the name.
Okay.
It's a title change.
Yeah, that was just a title change.
Okay.
Do you want to explain that? Someone? Do you want-
Dr. Banjo, do you want to explain that, or do you want a motion to table it? Which would we like?
You can do the motion to table if you want to. I don't want to interrupt that if that's a request for the board member.
But it's already passed, it's just the title change. Okay.
Title change? Do you want to move forward with your motion?
No, that's fine.
You sure? Okay, with that, we'll continue on then with our roll call.
So we need a second.
I second that.
Second.
Oh, okay,
Dr.
sorry.
Giordano. Okay. Ms. Shernow, we'll take a roll call again.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
And with that, we'll move on to curriculum and technology action items. Ms. Figueroa?
Upon recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to make a motion to approve items 9.1 through 9.7.
Second.
Any questions or comments from the board? Nope, seeing none, we'll take a roll call.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
All right, with that, we'll move to finance and operations. Ms. Fitzgerald?
Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to make a motion to approve action items 10.1 through 10.10.
Do we have a
Second.
second? Okay. Do we have any comments or questions from the board? Nope, seeing none, we'll take a roll call.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
And with that, we'll move on to administrative action items. Dr. Giordano.
Thank you, Madam President. On the recommendation of the superintendent, I'd like to recommend action items 11.1 to 11.6 with notice to everyone in the community. 11.1, if passed, is the revised 2024-2025 school calendar with our Give Back Snow Days.
And do we have a second?
Second.
Do we have any questions or comments from the board? And thank you for that clarification. And we'll take a roll call.
Dr. Giordano?
Yes.
Mrs. Fitzgerald?
Yes.
Mrs. Fenton?
Yes.
Mrs. Figuera?
Yes.
Mrs. Narcisse?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Neill?
Yes.
Mr. Orzillo?
Yes.
And with that, we will move to public comments. Students, parents, employees, and community members may comment on any item of interest pertaining to the Mount Olive School District. Please state your name and address for the record. All comments must be respectfully presented. Abusive or obscene comments will not be tolerated, and the mic is open. Going once, going twice. All right, we're closing out public comment. With that, do we have any old business? Board members?
I'd just like to reread my personnel report for the facilities department. I'm just going to read it a little more clearly so everybody understands. Dr. Bangio shared the facilities department update regarding a restructuring of the supervisor positions that will save the district money, as well as a title update for new custodial supervisor to avoid confusion in these titles and to avoid the confusion in the command structure. So right here, we're actually saving money making these title upgrades. Mrs. Figueroa, so that's, I think that maybe I didn't explain it properly. So it to me is a good plan. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else with old business? No? We'll move on to new business? No? Okay, with that, we will move on to board and administrative comments. Members of the board may comment on any item of interest pertaining to Mount Olive School District. And Dr. Giordano, we'll start down at your end.
No comment, Madam President.
And Ms. Fitzgerald.
Just again, how proud I am of the fine arts in this district. It was amazing to see, obviously, everybody here today and how talented everyone is and the staff, but also Greece, if you went, was awesome. Really, really, really awesome. And again, just a great example of how talented our staff and students are. And we will greatly miss all of those seniors who are graduating and leaving us because they are awesome. That's all.
I'm just going to say ditto.
Okay. And we'll move over to Mr. Orzillo.
Oh, yeah, congratulations, everyone, and also, once again, blown away by
Bless you.
Greece. It's just unbelievable.
And Ms. Figueroa?
Grease is the word.
And then Ms. O'Neill.
Also saw Grease, it was great, and congratulations to all the kids, music students and teachers. And thank you, Dr. Banji, for doing the audit and the presentation.
Dr. Bangia.
Echo the sentiments, everyone. We are certainly proud of our students, and that's one of the wonderful things about this time of the school year. We're excited to welcome all our students in the upcoming meetings just because this is a time of celebration and also recognize all the hard work both the students, the staff, and families have put in to make this school district a wonderful place to not only learn but also to work. So thank you.
And with that, I will say again, Greece was amazing. Students, performing arts, amazing. Thank you for that clarification. Also wanted to point out to everyone, the new school app is available on your
great.
iPhone or your Android. And with that, I will take a motion to go adjourn.
So moved.
Anyone?
Second.
Any comments, questions from the board? No? With that, I will say we are